Honorable Mr. Justice Kalyan Jyoti Sengupta, Chief Justice, High Court of AP, and Patron and Chief, Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority, Honorable Justices N.V. Ramana, Justice L.P. Dharmarao, Justice Sridhar Rao, Justice Chandrachud, and K.M. Joseph, respective legal services, Executive Chairman of the State Legal Services Authorities, Honorable Judges of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, Mr. Ravi Kumar, Member Secretary, APSLSA, Asha Menon, Member Secretary, NALSA, Madam Akila Sivadas, Executive Director, Center for Advocacy and Research, Learned Advocate General of Andhra Pradesh High Court, President of the Andhra Pradesh Advocates Association, other district judges from southern region including state of Maharashtra, and number of other NGOs who are witnessing our program in the adjoining room. Good morning to everyone. Let me outset congratulate the Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority and Center for Advocacy and Research for organizing this seminar on the topic Strengthening Legal Aid and Education for Marginal Communities and Those Most at Risk of HIV and AIDS. It gives me a great pleasure to be part of this empowerment movement, which particularly targets to create legal awareness and provide legal aid to the marginal communities. You may be aware that the Supreme Court closed for summer vacation from 11th of May. On the first day as an executive chairman of NALSA, I started my journey with attending a seminar at Jaipur. Almost I crossed most of the states, and last week my brother Justice Joseph took me to tribal areas in the Kerala, and I spent one or two seminars at Chennai and now in the midway in Hyderabad. And last week, before attending our regular work from 1st July, I am thinking of visiting Chandigarh. As said earlier, I am proud to participate in this seminar because in every state we have chosen different topics depending upon the need of that state. 2 days back, Madam Akila Sivadas met me at my residence and she discussed, I asked her how these NGO functions and what is the role of this NGO in this topic, and she highlighted their movements and the achievements. Through this gathering, I convey a message to all the NGOs in our country. Take the case of this Center for Advocacy and Research and select a separate topic like this and make all endeavor to convey the legal rights, remedies to the people who are in needy. And I assure that fund is not a problem. NALSA is having enough funds for making our people literate and aware of many activities of the government and other things, ought to be entitled to vote and to contest elections as they are natural persons. Further, the petition went on to highlight the difficulties faced by such people in many hospitals and their institutions, which do not admit them in women's ward because women do not feel comfortable or free in their presence, and in men's ward they face sexual abuse. Thus, the NALSA emphasized the need for provision of separate wards in all hospitals and other institutions. Various such directions were sought by NALSA for the welfare of transgenders. I hope the Supreme Court will issue appropriate direction. And one more thing I want to highlight, of course, Justice Dharmarao representing the Tamil Nadu Madras High Court has mentioned in 2010 that was the first conference held at Chennai. The present Chief Justice of India, myself and some of the other honorable judges of the Supreme Court participated in that. The state government evinced more interest, and after one day deliberation, the Minister for Social Welfare, who was with us for the whole day, and after few days, the government of Tamil Nadu framed a scheme and issued several directions. Now they are getting all facilities. The transgenders are, even now they are getting monthly stipend. And by a government order, the government of Tamil Nadu provided several facilities to transgenders. Why I am pointing out, by having such a meeting, associating the state government, the persons in Tamil Nadu, particularly the transgenders, are now being benefited, and I hope the Andhra Pradesh government also, as well as through media, other states would follow and do necessary help for them. Effective legal services for people with HIV and key populations can not only improve the quality of life for these groups, but can also prevent HIV by increasing the voluntary HIV testing and improving access to HIV prevention, care and treatment services. My final remarks. Discrimination against sex workers, homosexual and transgender persons are embedded in both state and civil society roots. The violence that community faces is not only due to the status, but also has deep societal roots. Wider change is premised on changing existing social relations. The Government of India provides expensive drug free of cost to people living with HIV and has a vast program across the country to provide supplementary services and follow-up measures to ensure that they are accessed and utilized. Through NALSA and its various institutions, much has been done to meet community groups and impart legal literacy as well as legal services. Yet there is much more to be done. Most times these people are apprehended because they have already been recognized and hence branded as criminals rather than being caught red-handed. We know it is against the basic premise of our criminal procedure system. Hence, when they are produced before judicial officers, care must be taken to offer them free legal services if they do not accept their guilt. As I conclude, I once again wish to reiterate the NALSA mandate, which is to develop and promote the culture of conciliation instead of litigation, so that citizens of this country prefer to resolve their disputes and differences across the table in a spirit of goodwill and brotherhood. It is also mandated to ensure that even weakest amongst the weak in the country does not suffer injustice arising out of any action on the part of the state or private concern. Thank you very much.